Message. It says, the world as we know it will be changing. What will it look like, you ask? It is more, what will it feel like? For that is the objective, for humans to awaken and feel again. Feel the energies of the earth, the plants, the animals, the humans, to feel and choose the higher vibrational energies. By choosing love and compassion, this dissipates the fear and the anger. From this higher vibrational view, the world becomes the paradise that the collective is desiring. It is a new dawning. The higher energies have arrived, and many plans and processes are in motion. You will begin to see and feel actions around you moving at an accelerated pace. This is the speed or energy, if you will, of the new frequency. It is an exciting time we have stepped into. Let the fun begin. You will begin to see much change around you. These changes are the clearing of the darker forces and the heavier densities. Just as we've encouraged you to clear your densities, lighten up, clean your spaces, eat cleaner, so that you may function better in the new energies, so shall your systems and societies need to lighten up to sustain in this new energy. These changes will be a different experience for every human. There will be a diversity of reactions and a type of domino reaction as one shift leads to another shift, which leads to another shift. It is in this shifting that your antiquated, dark systems will begin to crumble, as they will not sustain in this frequency. As this may look like a bad thing to many, know that the reorganization will be a much better process for the good of all. The deception, greed, and deceit will be eliminated from those processes. The regulations, which are meant to keep humans submissive and down, will be removed and allow for more creativity and freedom. It is the rebuilding of a better society, a new world. As light workers, your mission is to help the humans adjust to this new energy. They will need to lighten up, as you've been taught to do. Their densities will begin to rise in the form of emotions. If they are not changing their eating patterns, they may begin to experience illness. The densities or heavy energy will not sustain. It will have to be transmuted. This will be a different experience for each human. As a light worker, you have been taught to see in a different way, more an observer of the energy frequencies. We don't mean that all of you have the ability to physically see the energy, although many light workers possess this skill. We mean that you understand the lower emotions, the physical illness, the fear, anger, guilt, shame, are all signs of dense energy that needs to be released and transmuted. It is time for you to heal and teach. Remember, we are a free will world, and you are not to impart your unsolicited ways on those that are not seeking. You will know with a slight comment or gesture if the person you are speaking with is open to your gift or knowledge. Many will be seeking relief. You, as a light worker, understands that relief will come in the form of clearing densities. Remember, at this time, in these changing energies, ask for guidance. Your healing modalities may be shifting. There is an entourage around you in the spiritual realm waiting to assist you, and all of us for the asking. Ask for help in your healing sessions as well. Ask for help in your healing sessions as well. Ask for help in your healing sessions as well. Ask for help in your healing sessions as well. Ask for help in your healing sessions as well. Ask for help in your healing sessions as well. Ask for help in your healing sessions as well. Ask for help in your healing sessions as well. Ask for help in your healing sessions as well. Ask for help in your healing sessions as well. Ask for help in your healing sessions as well. Ask for help in your healing sessions as well. Ask for help in your healing sessions as well. Ask for help in your healing sessions as well. Ask for help in your healing sessions as well. Ask for help in your healing sessions as well. Ask for help in your healing sessions as well. Ask for help in your healing sessions as well. Ask for help in your healing sessions as well. Ask for help in your healing sessions as well. Ask for help in your healing sessions as well. Ask for help in your healing sessions as well. Ask for help in your hea as clearing for yourself. Remember to keep your ego out of this as you assist others. Your ego will only block trust and block the process. Keep your protective orb around you at all times. There is a lot of dense energy looking for light. Clear yourself frequently by grounding and pushing your densities into Mother Earth. She is able to transmute that energy for you. Remember to open your crown chakra so you can connect to your higher knowing. You are but a conduit for the healing energies to come through you. Go in love and light. Lead with your heart. There is much love here for you. So there's Eduardo, and Eduardo is an elemental. And Eduardo's asked to come through today to talk to everybody who's here.
Yes.
So in a moment, I'll let him come through.
Thank you.
Top of the morning to you.
Top of the morning.
I do that to mess with Laura. She thinks I look like one of those little trolls in the yard.
Yes.
Or a leprechaun.
Yes. What do you look like?
I give her this top of the morning because she always thinks I look like a little leprechaun. So I am 2 feet tall, but I can shapeshift. I can be very, very tiny. I can get myself so tiny I can get underneath a leaf if I need to. I can get very, very little. And I'm very agile. I can jump around and move around and go over the sticks and under the leaves and around the flowers and climb on the blades and sit on the blades of grass. Or I can make myself bigger if I need to.
Yeah.
I prefer to stay smaller. I was bigger in Laura's vision, but I like to stay tiny. So you can kind of think I look like a little elf. Or I look like a much younger version of those yard ornaments you put in your yards.
Yes, the gnomes.
The gnome, there it is. So I am not fat like that gnome. I do not have white hair like that gnome. I am a much younger version. Although elementals live a very, very long time, hundreds and hundreds of years. We do not die and use our bodies up like you humans do. We wait. We know that we don't have to go in 80, 90 years. We can live for hundreds of years. I don't know why y'all do that to yourselves, because my goodness, to start all over again is not the easiest process. And yet y'all keep doing it over and over again. Hang out for a while. Stay here for a while. Just when you get to know things, then you go away. It's not such a great process, I think.
How is it that you come to be? Do you have families? Do you reproduce?
We do. In my race, we are male and female, and we have family structures very similar to yours. We do find one person that we really love, and we stay with them, and we're very loyal to our families. And we have little ones that come into the world. Oh, the joy the little ones bring, much like your babies bring to you. Lots and lots of work, but oh, so much joy for those little ones to come through. And we raise them, and we teach them our ways, and we teach them our culture, and we teach them our society, and we raise them very similar to the family structure that you have. However, we don't teach our children the things that you let get in your children's minds. You have let go of the control of your children. You have given your children away to society, and they are not teaching them good things. We teach our children compassion and love and caring and the connectedness, and that is not, let me back up, humans are trying to teach that to their children, and yet everything that the children are exposed to is taking that from them. The TV programs and the music and the the phones, they all are undoing everything that parents are working so hard to teach their children. It is time for you all to take control back of your babies and teach them your way. But what has happened is this: humans have been programmed. They don't even know they're programmed. So what they do is, in their programming, they teach their children the programming that they've been taught. And therefore, that's what the children learn. And so we do not have to fight the forces like you fight to keep our children kind and loving and compassionate and caring and gentle and tender. We do not have parties that are ripping our children out of our arms and taking them away and teaching them how to be soldiers and fight and kill other human beings. We do not do that to our people. We do not let that happen. And it is very sad as we watch humans have to watch their children go off to war, as they have to have those soldiers on the battlefield just tormented at the processes that they are supposed to be doing. Because, innately humans are kind and compassionate and loving and tender, and you rip all that away from them and point to something in somebody or some cause or some fallacy story and say, that is the enemy, hate them, kill them, they will kill them before they kill you. And that is really not the way it should be, not at all. So we don't have those turmoils within our world. We live a very, very peaceful world. As you look around at this land, you can see how beautiful it is. The trees, the flowers, the plants, we all work in harmony. We take good care of our plants. We take good care of our trees. We make sure they give us gifts and we give them gifts back. It is a coexisting, an ecosystem that needs to be. This is the ecosystem that we are trying, that humans are, the majority of the humans want to bring the earth back to. It's such a beautiful place that we live, and yet just greed and darkness just destroys, annihilates forest and natural resources and the beautiful animals. Oh my word, the diversity of animals has just dwindled down to nothing. The poor little animals are just shaking, trying to keep themselves away from the humans who just think it is just their right to go and annihilate all these animals. It's so cruel. It makes us cry even to think about it. It's such a sad, sad existence as we look around. The poor animals, they're so worried. They're so scared. They're so nervous. And that doesn't help them stay healthy. But now the humans, they've learned, need to be their enemies because they will come after them. They have to hide from them. And why? Why does that need to be? Why do you need to destroy these animals? Why do you need to kill this beautiful diversity of animals for greed? Why do you need to take the babies away from their mamas and go sell them on the market so that people can cage birds and they can take the monkeys away and have all these animals that are supposed to be roaming free as pets in your pet store? What is that about? Why do you need to take these animals out of their environment? Why can't you just sit back and let them be? Why do you think you have the right to own everything? We don't understand it. It's so mindless. Where are your emotions? Where are your feelings? Why can't you feel this anymore? We don't understand how you have gotten where you can't even feel or know or sense any of this. It makes us sad as we watch it. And we love you humans. We love the humans. We are always willing to help, always willing to live in harmony. It makes us sad as we watch the state of being of everybody, of all the humans, and the turmoil they go through. It's a constant battle in their mind, constant battle. What their heart knows that they need to do, and then what their head tells them to do. So let me tell you something. As you're being programmed, you need to know your programming is coming from your mind, in your mind. In your mind is where they can manipulate you. They can put thoughts in there. They can put doubts in there that create such heaviness for you. That's why you are being taught to lead with your heart, to open your heart. What does it feel like? Humans need to feel again. I want you to imagine right now that you have all that chatter going on in your head. Imagine the chatter in your head as a big a big ball of light, just the chatter, 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 chatter. Now imagine you take all that chatter in your head and you combine it into a ball. And imagine that is a bright light. Let's look at it as a ball of light. Now what I would like you to do is I would like you to imagine all that chatter gathering up in that bright light in your head. And then imagine it's calming down, and then that ball is moving down from your head, down your throat, down your chest, right there in your heart, right there. And now as you breathe in and out, I would like you to imagine this bright light that's now in your heart. And imagine it is maybe a flower that as you breathe in, the petals open up as the flower opens up, and as you exhale, imagine the petals closing again. And imagine that you have a huge flower on your heart. You breathe in, the petals open up, and you exhale, and the petals close again. And I would like you to breathe in and out like this for a few moments. Breathing in, concentrating on the light on your chest, and then closing the petals back down again. This is what we mean when we say lead with your heart. Your awareness comes into your heart space. And if you lead with your heart, then you first feel what something feels like. And you come up with a plan that feels loving and kind and compassionate. And then you use that feeling and that idea to then go up into your head and formulate your plan on how to make something happen. Humans have it all backwards. They want to come up with ideas in their head, and then they forget the part about listening to their heart. So we want you to lead with your heart, your light in your heart. Get your ideas, and then use the logical, analytical of your mind to make that come into fruition. That would help humans out tremendously, because humans need to wake up. People, wake up, wake up. That's what this is all about. You have been disconnected. You have been shut down. You are so inundated with being busy and to-do list and keeping up with the Joneses and feeling terrible and eating terrible food and feeling like you don't fit in and all these negative, dense emotions. And now it takes all of your mind space and you get stressed out and you forget to feel. Feeling takes a moment. You have to breathe into your feelings. You have to breathe into your breath. You have to be able to take a deep breath in and relax a little bit and go within yourself so that you can feel. But there is so much busy out there that is coming at you, coming at you, coming at you. Alba, you were talking earlier about energy that just comes at you, comes at you, comes at you from people. You also have that energy that is just coming at you from devices, from traffic, from demands from your work, from everybody wanting something from you, constantly, constantly, constantly in your head, and you don't have time to feel because you're so busy performing. Mm-hmm. But now we want you to know the world is changing. That's what this change is about. As you become lighter, as you take more time, as you look at kindness and compassion, things will begin to develop and change for you. That is the change that we're looking for. Mm-hmm. So as you see, I want you to notice something. I want you to come outside more. As you're making this shift to learn how to feel, I want you to quietly listen. Listen to the beautiful birds in the trees. Listen to that song. That's God's vibration. That earlier we saw you all knowing that you're using tuning forks, knowing that you're using tones. This is nature's tone. quietly listen around in nature. Why do you think the birds sing differently? Because they set the frequencies. And these are healing frequencies that come from the birds and from the sounds. And last night we heard the frogs. Those are healing frequencies. As you get quiet, you can hear dragonflies flying around. You hear the animals in the water next to us. That's all nature's frequencies. Come outside and let it heal you. This is a healing place. These trees are beautiful and majestic and they love you. And underneath, their frequencies are very, very high as we sit under these trees. They will help you release that density. Outside. Come outside as you're going through your transitions to the peaceful place, away from the artificial bombardment that life is now giving you.
Thank you very much. Eduardo, there are some energies here last night. And it seems like someone was trying to get our attention. Would you be so kind to give the floor to those who are trying to give us a message today?
Let me see.
Thank you.
I can hear them over here.
Yes.
They do not want to come forward. Alba, did you not say earlier that you feel like you lived on this land before?
Yes.
And Alba, tell the audience what your past life was.
I was a Native American, a young male leader.
Mm-hmm. Very good. This was the land of the natives until they got annihilated. Humans, their greed, their horrible hatred. When they cannot control something, they annihilate it. It's so very sad. So I'm laughing as we talk about the games of the swing.
Yes. Yes, yesterday we were preparing this area so that it would look nice and feel nice, and we set up the swing with the cushions and nice and with a nice cover over it so that it wouldn't get dirty at night. And as we are finished, we turned around and we noticed that the cover was off and the cushions were somewhere else. They had been tossed off, and we knew that this was not the wind.
Yes. So this is still Eduardo, Alba.
Yes.
They do not wish to come forward and speak.
Yes.
But the games will continue. It is not an angry game they are playing with you.
Mm-hmm.
They just want you to know that they are here with you. Laura's having a very difficult time saying this, but we gave her the answers yesterday. There is a family that lives on the land in another dimension. It's the 7th dimension. And as you know, Alba, everything happens dimensionally in the same space lots of times.
Mm-hmm.
And this family is the family of the Sasquatch. They are all around this area, but they cannot let themselves be seen by humans. Humans are not kind. Instead of understanding that it's a different race on the earth, they have decided it's one of the animals that they're allowed to kill. So therefore, they can't be seen. Do you know that there are many, many, many races living on the earth, but they cannot show themselves to the humans because the humans are so barbaric at times. But Alba, they're just telling you hello as you watch your swing. Just know it's all in good fun. Mm-hmm. They are here. They're very playful. They're very shy. Mm-hmm. Very quiet.
Yes.
Very, you know what it is? They are little sweet, tender-hearted in this big burly body that intimidates the humans. But they are very loving and responsive, and they share this land with you. Mm-hmm. Listen to the frequency of that bird. Isn't that fabulous?
Yes.
Just listen. So that is what he will not come forward.
Mm-hmm. Very good. Is there anything that I need to do to be a better keeper of this land for the
Alba. Mm-hmm. You are doing a beautiful job of protecting this land, of taking care of this land, of allowing all to come through, and of not being fearful. You are protected here. We live in harmony. Mm-hmm. This is what our world looks like. This is what we need our world to look like. Every dimension, every creature, all living in harmony with one another, respectful of the other's spaces and of the others being who they are.
Mm-hmm. Very good. Is there any other message that you have today, or do you feel that we are complete?
We just want to tell everyone who's here today, go outside. Go outside. Let your air, let your heart expand outside. Put your feet on the ground. And if you're feeling heavy in your body, just imagine any of that heaviness going down your body, down the feet, down the bottom of your feet into Mother Earth. Push your heaviness into the earth. That does not harm Gaia. She can handle that. Use your time to connect to Mother Earth and release your densities here. She'll transmute those for you. Lay on the ground as often as you get a chance. Lay on the ground and get yourself balanced.
Thank you very much. And with that, I'd like for you to begin to disconnect now from those energies. I'm going to count from 1 to 5 with each number. You'll be coming back into your body, fully and awake. 1.
Alba,
yes.
As I see
yes.
the disconnect, I'm watching the family walk away. A large male,
yes,
female, and actually 2 smaller, standing upright. They stand upright. And it is an older male child and a younger female child. And they're walking away as we are dismissing.
Wonderful. Thank you.